Hey guys, welcome back. So today I've created this smoky look using the new Kathleen Lights Morphe palette. I'm so excited. Congrats, Kathleen. And I've already primed my eyes off camera, and I'm going to start by using this light brown color. It's kind of like Uninterrupted by MAC. That's kind of the vibe it reminds me of. And I'm just going to use that as my transition color. Next, I'm taking this chocolate brown shade. It reminds me of Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. And I'm going to apply this a little bit lower and actually in the crease. So I'm focusing the color on the outer edge of the eye and then bringing it inwards from outer crease all the way to inner crease. Next, I'm going in with the black shade, and I'm going to start by focusing this color in little circles on the outer edge of the eye and then bringing the black inwards. With black, you want to take your time, make sure you're not using too much product at once because it can get really muddy really quickly. And with each layer of black that I add to the eye, I bring it further and further inwards. I'm bringing the black about 3/4 of the way in on my lid and then also in on the crease. The tape really helps when using black eyeshadow because I can bring it all the way out, and I know when I take the tape off, the edge is going to be really crisp and really clean. After I'm done with the black, I'm going to go back to my blending brush just to buff out any harsh edges. Now I'm taking the bone beige color in the palette and I'm applying this to the inner part of the eyelid. I'm going to build this in layers. I want it really bright, and it's just going to help clean up the inner corner as well. I love this color. I think this is the same color that might be in the 350 palette that I'm obsessed with. I'm not sure, but I feel like it is because it's my favorite Morphe beige color. I love it. It looks so bright and beautiful on the eyelids and also on the brow bone. I'm going to take a definer brush with the chocolate brown shade on the inner part of the crease. This is just going to add more definition. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes, add mascara, and then add falsies. I'm using some of my favorite lashes today. These are the Samantha Lash from Blinking Beaut. Love them, and I also have a coupon code for Blinking Beaut. And then after my lashes, we're going to start working on the skin. I'm going to mix the Cover FX blot drops with the Marc Jacobs primer. For my foundation, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Stick Foundation. This is the first time that I had used it, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not sold on it. I'm not that crazy about it. I prefer more coverage, and it didn't blend the way that I wanted. I added a bunch of layers and I felt like it was kind of patchy. I am self-tanned, so I had to use a darker shade, but I'm just not crazy about it. For concealer, I'm going to be using the new Becca Aqua Luminous Concealer. I'm actually going to be mixing two different shades. I'm just going underneath of my eyes, and then with the lighter shade, I'm going to go right on the inner corners of the eyes and also the center of the face. I did like this concealer. It's a very natural coverage. I'm going to be blending it out with the Morphe E48, but I'll keep you guys updated on how much I like it. But so far, I think it's a great everyday concealer, but it's not as much coverage as I'm used to. This brush is great for blending concealer because it's tapered at the end, and it's also synthetic, so the shape fits right underneath of the eyes and it blends everything out so seamlessly. And I'm going to use the same brush to set my concealer. I'm just dipping it into the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm applying quite a lot of it because I'm going to bake and set this area. While that bakes, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown. I always start by drawing the line underneath of my brow to get the length that I want, and then I go right over the arch, and then I start filling it in from there. Now I'm going to buff off all of that excess powder, and then for my waterline, I'm going to be using a copper eyeliner. This is from ColourPop. It's like a rose gold coppery shade. Next, I'm taking the gray eyeshadow from the palette and a pencil brush, and I'm going to apply this really close to the lash line. I'm going to start smudging out the color. Once I've placed that gray, I'm going to go to a crease brush and the chocolate brown cocoa color, and I'm going to apply this with a fluffy brush on the lower lash line, buffing back and forth. That way the color is like copper to gray to then a warm brown, and I love the gradient and the play on colors, so that's why I've placed these colors that way. And then once I'm done buffing it out with a crease brush, I'm going to go to a flat definer brush with some of the black and apply it right on the lash line. And I'll finish off my eyes with mascara on the lower lash line. To contour, I'm going to start with the Anastasia contour stick in the shade Fawn. This is a pure taupe. It's a great shadow color if you want to create that definition. It looks really light when you apply it, but when I buffed it out, it looked really nice. I liked this a lot better than I did the stick foundation. For bronzer and blush, I'm going to use the Selena collection bronzer and blush. It's so beautiful. I'm going to start by setting with my NARS Ita brush, and then I'm going to buff it out with a bigger powder brush. And I'm just going to apply in the hollows of the cheeks, the sides of the nose, and also on the temples of my forehead. This is a really nice brown shade, and it's dark enough to wear even if I'm self-tanned, it'll still work. After the bronzer, I will apply the blush right on top, focusing the color on the back part of the cheeks. For my highlight, I'm going to use the Morphe and Desi Danger highlight palette. I'm mixing 2 shades, and I was so impressed with this. It was like bling central on my cheekbones. It looked so beautiful. Like, do you guys see this? Like, this is my perfect type of gold shade. For my lip color, I'm going to mix like 30 products because it's just what I normally do when I'm not wearing a liquid lipstick. I'm going to start with Candy K lip pencil from Kylie Cosmetics, and then I'm going to take MAC Blankety lipstick and apply this all over my lips. This is a very cool toned pink shade. You guys, I used to wear MAC lipstick every single day. Like, that used to be my thing, and I haven't worn them in so long, so this is bringing back a lot of memories. I'm gonna mix MAC Whirl lipstick right on top because I wanted the color a little bit more brown. And to finish it off, I'm gonna use the NYX Tiramisu Butter Gloss, and then that completes the look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Let me know down in the comments any requests for future videos. I love you, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.